One of the fun things that I'm growing this year in my garden is a tomatillo. And as with many different plants, there are different varieties of tomatillos. I have here this variety and it is called Chupon de Malinalco, and I really hope I didn't butcher the name. But this variety right here that I have not planted this year, and we also have the purple one. I have stuck to growing the green one, the verde variety. I've grown it before. And tomatillo is of the nightshade family, just like tomatoes and potatoes. And you can actually make a really good salsa with tomatillo. I'll take you to my garden to show you how they're doing. Tomatillos have nutritional values such as vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin K, niacin, potassium, manganese, magnesium, and there's also flavonoids in there. So it's both fun and beneficial to grow these. This right here is one of my tomatillo plants, one of 5. And look at the amount of fruits that are on this plant. Let me bring you in closer so you can get a really more intimate look at this. So if you notice right here, we have some flowers going here. This is what the flowers look like, and the pollinators love these. And we have different sizes of the fruits right here. But first, this is just like a shell, like a soft shell. And if you notice, the color is sort of, I would say, more on the yellow side rather than green. But if you look back here, this one here looks green. And when it looks green, it's almost ready to be harvested, because then it turns yellow again, just like this one. And how you know it's on the bottom, let me just take you in there. Right here. So this is the bottom of the shell, and as you can see, it's open, so it's ready to be harvested. So I'm going to go ahead and harvest this. And this is sort of like in the ground cherry family, and it's a very sweet. Oh, some bug was eating on it. I guess this one will go for the chickens. But as you can see, the shell has turned yellow again, and as this fruit grows, it fills into the shell, and when it's ready, it splits it open at the bottom. So let me just show you this small one right here. The shell is soft, there's nothing in there. So it's a flower stage, and then it forms this shell right here. This one here does have something in it. I can feel it right here, and I don't want to harvest it just to show you, but you get the idea. But this is such a prolific grower. The advice is that you grow more than one of these for pollination purposes. But I have just this one here, and it's doing just fine. I have down on the other side a few more trees. Let me take you over to them through the garden. Okay, here they are. So these ones, I have them in closer proximity to each other, and they're doing just fine. I did not stake this up, and it somewhat grows like a tomato plant. So this is just there's roots coming out to the sides right here. So that's the best way I can explain it. But this one also has a lot of flowers and a lot of fruits on it, and there's no issues here with pollination. And so is this one. I really wish I had taken the time to stake these up really good, because they would need support. They're all splitting at the middle here, but they just split. The branch does not break off. They're like literally laying on the ground right here, as you can see. So next time I would make the time to actually stake them up while they're still younger plants. And these were grown from seeds. I also have the smaller variety. Let me take you to them. This is a ground cherry right here, and it is much smaller. Look at this. So let me show you this in my palm. I can't show you this one in my palm because it's not yet ready for harvesting. So, but there's stuff in there. there's fruits in there, and there's a lot of fruits on this branch, on the underside of this branch. A lot of flowers on there. So these are, you know, just fun things that I grow. Lots of fruits on there, and I have like at least 8 of these ground cherry plants, and I have 5 of the tomatillo right here. So I actually like growing different things every year, and sometimes I tend to have the star of the garden. And the star of the garden for me this year, one of the stars of my garden this year, is the tomatillo. And another star of the garden that I'm growing, I'm not going to elaborate much on it right now, but I'm just going to give you a little sneak peek. Right behind me here on this trellis, as you can see, I'm growing the Georgia Candy Roaster squash. So let's go in and take a quick peek of that. So there it is. It is massive. It's a massive squash or pumpkin, whatever you want to call it. It's massive. It grows really, really fast. So I'm in here every day making sure that it's sitting properly on the trellis. See how these two are? So I'm going to make sure once it gets to the length, I'll be sitting it on top of this instead of having it fall through right here. And same with this one. And these are going to store really well for the winter. Oh, see how I have to do this pumpkin here too, because I don't want it falling through. It's going to put pressure on the stem right here. Okay. And I don't want that. So those are the 3 things I have in my garden this year as the highlight of my garden. And I'm pretty sure there's a whole lot more that I will be growing in the coming years, and they are going to get their turn of being the highlight of my garden. I hope you enjoy this video, and as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time right here on Fifi's Journey.